Hey folks, here's Mr. Dante. Training session on July 23rd. Today's Tuesday. I last worked with him on Friday. Very long session. Um, he had Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. Part of that is to let him soak. Part of it was because I was busy. So we're going to see how he does today. I've noticed everything about him as I was leading him and spraying him with water to bathe him and tack him is more relaxed, I think, and attentive to me, which is the whole point here. I'd like to be able to get on this guy, but he's been full of emotion when you're standing next to him, especially on the mounting block. He's rigid and tense. Don't! Good boy. And so I'm hoping that he will have internalized a lot and I have a lot better feelings today. And he came to me voluntarily. I like how he's feeling. Feeling really good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You already licked and chewed. Excuse you. Thank you. Excuse you. Excuse you. Good. 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 Excuse you. Excuse you. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Good. I want him to, oops, I was going to say, soak into this feeling that he's got today. Give him a little piece with me. And he decided to separate. That's interesting. Now he's walking around, does indicate some anxiety. It's not bad. He's not running around. He's not screaming. I'm asking him to not reply to his paddock partner, who has screamed at him 3 or 4 times. Good. 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 Okay, so the quality that he's moving is much better with his head down, more relaxed than it's ever been. This is what I'm looking for. Instead of his head high, full of anxiety and rigid, he's walking around in a much more relaxed fashion. We'll see if he can retain that with me standing next to him. So I haven't been on him yet because he didn't have the quality of feeling. Basically, it felt like he was afraid of me. And to get on a horse that's afraid of you just makes no sense to me. And it's not me personally that he's afraid of. I'm going to ask him to come in and see if he will. Good. 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 So me looking at him in his eye is a little too much for him right now. It doesn't give him peace. It gives him a little bit of anxiety. So that's why I've ducked down here so he could stop and look at me. But when I ask a horse to do something for me, I look him in the eye, and that is for attention and focus, so I can look at them and they understand, yeah, I mean you. Like that. Good. 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 Yes, I do need you to go. Excuse me. Good. What a nice long walk on him. Obviously he's gated. You can see his back end rotating under and his sacrum nodding really nice. And there's one of his, or two of his intermediate gaits. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Good. Good. You're okay. So he's feeling really good to me. He's is waffling with me. You can see how he doesn't come all the way in. He's shy of coming in, but he's following me around. So I'm gonna go ahead and bit him up. You wanna come with me and get my helmet on? Get some work done. Take these reins in a little bit. Used them on a big 18-hand thoroughbred with a heck of a. Come on over here, honey. Heck of a long neck. So I need to shorten these up for him. Good. Very nice. Oops. I didn't let those out. Sorry. Not your size. Forgot I rode the pea-brain in these, didn't I? There. That should be a little better for you. Got that really long skull, don't you? Oh, good boy. Oops. That might be a little loose. There we go. Okay. I need to shorten these. Maybe a little bit. There we go. grins. There we go. And we'll do some real quick bridle work. My 7 words: go, stop, back, and a word for each foot. On the ground, here's my go command, here's my stop, here's my back, which he struggles with. I'll wait for you. There you go. There you go. There you go. My left front foot word, direct rein. Here's my right rear foot word, indirect rein. Switch sides. Go forward. Stop. Back. Go forward. Right rear, right front shoulder with a direct rein. Right rear, indirect rein. And there's my 7 words. What I mean by 7 words, if you watch my other videos, I believe that if you both share 7 words, common vocabulary, that's all you need to be able to have in common with your horse, to be able to ask him to do anything. And he's actually trying to bring his rear end into me right now. I've taught him to pick me up cue. Because he was so scared to stand next to me, I wanted him to be the one to come to me. It'll diffuse his feelings. So when I look at the spot between his hip points, is right in the middle of his rump, top of his rump, he should bring me that hip, just like that. And that wasn't as much as I want, and his head is high, but you see his ears are flip-flopping. He's pretty stiff, but not as emotional as he has been. His ears, he is really thinking hard about this. So I'm going to ask him to come the rest of the way in. I want to pet him on his rump, because I haven't swung my leg over him yet. If my foot scrapes his rump, I know how tense he can get. And when you're really tense, it's raw emotions, and the tiniest thing can put you over the edge. So if my foot scrapes the top of his rump as I'm mounting, it might cause him to bolt forward. And I don't want him to feel that way. So a lot of petting back here. And you could see as I climbed up to the highest rung here, his head went up again. You're okay. And you can see how nervous he is right here. When I jiggle the tack, much, much, much worse than an unbroke horse. My unbrokes don't respond to this at all by the time they get to this point. And you can see he's looking around. He's really worried, but he's checking in with me. And so, I'm going to ask him to back up. And I want him to come down from that. I call this yo-yoing his emotions. When your emotions are up high, you need to stop what you're doing and get them down. Do what you're doing again, let them go up, and then let them come down. This is how we teach, this is how I teach emotional auto-regulation. After a while, when a horse starts feeling better and better, oh, best head soft. Very nice. Let's stay down here, though. You see how his head went right back up? He can't sustain his emotions down. Over time, this will get better and better, and he'll realize how much better it feels to be relaxed and let go of all that anxiety than to have high anxiety, and he'll realize he can have a choice and make a decision on how he feels. And then he can, at that point, begin to control his own feelings appropriately. I mean, well, whatever. So that's where he's at now. He's stiffened up. So I want to bring him down again. Good, good, good. Good boy. I'm going to do one of the things he hates, which is flapping these fenders. You can see how his head goes up when I do that. He doesn't like me on the other side at all. He blocked me right there. So I am going to pick up this right rein because when I use this left fender, I'm going to see if I can do it gently so he doesn't take off and then increase. There we go. Because in the past he takes off. He just couldn't hold his anxiety still. But you did great. Now you just look at him though. Look at that horse. Right there, that's not a horse you need to get on. When you get on a horse, you want the horse to be calm and thoughtful and go, what are you doing up there? Now what are we going to do? Instead of, oh my God, run for your life. Yeah, no. The other thing is he still has a lot of trouble with me on this offside. That's not good. If you're on a horse like this and anything happens on this offside when you're on him to spook him, he's going to spin and bolt. This side needs to be desensitized a lot more, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And this is about approximately 22-year-old horse, and he's not been well handled. He's a new owner, and a lot of the way he is was created by people, and it's hard for him to change at this point in his life. It's hard for him to believe it's a new world, and he's doing it. He's really smart. He's very friendly and sweet. He can be. But he's had a lot of problems with people. He's kind of more or less skittish, afraid of people, even though he's been owned and ridden all his life. So why would you be afraid of people? I wonder why. Good. There you go. Good. Don't tune out though, honey. There you go. Very nice. That's a good horse. Mr. Dante, you are really changing. Okay, let's walk it off. Good boy. Good boy. I'm going to see if he'll come in on his own. This might be hard for him because he knows what's going on with this mounting block. So I'm going to interact with him and help him out here. Not that. Good. Good. That. Good job. And that was a really good try. So I'm going to help him try by picking him up. I call this picking up a horse when they can't come in on their own all the way. Good. Good. Let's see if he can stay here. The answer is no. Sometimes they need more active leadership. They need help. They can't jump off that bridge with the bungee cord tied to them without a little shove sometimes. We'll see how this goes. Good. 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 You're okay. That was excellent. Try. Hey, that's not. Where are you going? Good. 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 Not that. Good. So Scott, I want you to note this. I want to get on this horse. I'm ready to get on this horse. I know you want me to get on this horse. This is why I do things at Liberty. He is showing me how he feels about standing next to me on this mounting block. Doesn't terrify him anymore. Used to terrify him. Doesn't terrify him anymore. But he's still not quite rigid, but he's saying it's not soup yet. He's not ready. That's what he's telling us right here. He'll do it if forced, but that's the point. Forcing creates defensiveness and anxiety and tension. I'm going to wait for him to make a decision. Good. I'm going to go pick him up. Good. 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 I mean, he's really close to letting go of another pile of garbage. He's let go of a lot of garbage already. Come on down here. Good. Yes, that was him bringing the stirrup to me. And that's him saying, nope, can't do it. So we repeat this till he can. And every once in a while, he looks at me and puts his ears back in a funny sort of way. It's not pinned right there. See that? See that? Good. Those pinned ears are right there. Excuse me. And I'm looking at him right in his eye when he does that. He's taking me looking at him eye to eye almost as a threat. And he's meeting it with a threat. He's going, you can go to punch me in the face, I'm going to punch you in the face. So, but I like that feeling over the fear. That is a better feeling than the fear he used to have for me. So his emotions are changing. Come on. Can you do it? Good. Good. So watch those ears. There are sometimes they go back, and sometimes they go back a lot and more. When they're going back halfway, it's not too bad. When they go back a lot, almost pinned, but not quite pinned. good, look at you. Yes, 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 yes. So look at his face, look at his head height, elevation, the tension in his neck and his ears to figure out what he's thinking, feeling, and doing. He's thinking a lot, he's feeling a lot, which is usually very difficult for most horses to think and feel at the same time. But if you watch his ears flip-flop, and one of the things he's flip-flopping between is wanting to leave/flee or step into me and stand in this position like I've taught him to. And he's also reaching back periodically. And you can see when I jerk this saddle, I don't know if you can see that in the video, but when I jerk this saddle to straighten the horn over the center of the saddle, his whole body jerks. Good. Good. So I just want to stand here and let him work through this. Look at the tension in his front end. But his ears are flip-flopping, his brain's cooking, he's thinking. There, and every time that nose comes around, it drops a little bit, and he's asking me a question. And that's a good thing. Good job. Good job. Good. There you go. There you go. And because he's being so good, and he's trying, this horse is trying to let go of his feelings. He's beginning to understand and get it. He just can't make that choice yet. He doesn't understand he has a choice yet. But he is trying. Come on down here. There you go. Good. Yes, that's an excellent try right there. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's a good job right there. Oh, there's the lick and chew. Oh, he let go. Oh, what a good boy. Oh my goodness, that's a good boy. Oh, good horse. Yes, you got this, Dante. Good. 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 So normally I'd want to send him away to reset his feelings, but he's found this, and watch the change in him when I go to stand up and mount back up this ladder. This step stool here, and see the head's already going up. Yes. It's interesting because I do feel like part of him is wondering why I'm not getting on. He's expecting me to. He's also expecting it to not be pleasant for him. See? I'll bring the head back down. Come on down here. Come on down. There. Yes. I'm waiting for another lick and chew here. Tension goes up, tension comes down. Tension comes up, he lets go. Tension comes down. That's what I'm wanting. And he didn't lick and chew on that one, so I'm going to ask him to come back down again till he does. You're okay. Here, good, 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 good. Stay with me. Don't quit. No quitting on me. Come on. No quitting. The other thing is he's very used to going into a shutdown mode, a safe mode. I'm trying to keep him from going there and like that. But that's not, at least his head's not up and he's not rigid. So we're going to watch his head change as I get up here. That's not too bad. Ears are flip-flopping. I'll move this block a little, see what he does. That whole process made him rigid, but he is asking me questions by looking back. Hi. So he's engaging me mentally. I love that. He's asking me questions. Yes. Good. Good. I want him to know I'm waiting for him. So that makes it feel like I can mount him and do nothing, but I'm going to have to hang across the saddle first. It's kind of mandatory, and I'm concerned that my knees bumping into his sides and hanging onto him sideways is going to scare the hell out of him. I just don't know whether it will or not. That's why we pick up a rein. Come on, let's walk it off. Yes. Oh, man. We need the rain, but let me tell you, humidity sure goes up. I forgot my rag, huh? Okay, I'm going to ask you to come to me this time. You're okay. Good. So all I'm doing is making sure I'm not looking at his head when I double kiss. I'm making sure I'm looking at that spot on his little dark line there, stripe coming down his body. He's actually responding to some truck going down the gravel driveway, bouncing and making noise. And that's adding to his anxiety. Not good. Let's give him a task to think about. There you go. I want the hip more. There you go. Nope. There you go. You're okay. And you can see his head is sky high right now. It's okay. You're okay. I just realized I don't have my helmet on. So I better go do that. I'm going to wait till that truck goes back by the other way. There you go. You okay? You with me? We'll go ahead and come down here. Let him come down from that sky high head. There. Oh, that was great. I didn't even ask for his head. He brought it down and licked and chewed all on his own. This is getting better. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. Come on back down here. Good. Good. No, come on back down here. Stay down here. Good. Yes, I know. Come on. Stay down here. Good. Okay, let's walk it off again. Come on. And you might ask yourself, well, how many times are you going to do this? And the answer is, as many times as Dante needs me to. This is not about me and my clock and my time. This is about what Dante needs to be able to be the horse we want him to be. We have to help him be what we want. Good. Good. Yes. Good. Good. So I really like how his head is waffling like this, up and down and toward me and away from me. Means there's a lot of stuff going. Good. A lot of stuff going on in that head. I'm going to see if he's going to be able to stand here while I come up without holding on to him. Good. And he can. This is important. Good. 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 He thought about taking a step. There he goes toward me. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh, that's a good boy. That was important that he took that step toward me. Good. So he is really wondering what I want. And he's confused by me doing nothing. This is why it's so important to sometimes do nothing. You get more done doing nothing than something sometimes. This horse, poor Dante, keeps expecting the shoe's going to drop. That I've been lying to him and that all hell is going to come down upon his shoulders. That's what he thinks. He's waiting for it to happen. There goes the head up sky high. Good, good. So I'm going to pick up the reins a little bit. Sorry, that was a one kiss, not a two kiss. And the truck's going back by in the driveway. Come on, bring me the hip around. There you go. There you go. And you can see what his head, his ears are doing as I stomp on this stirrup. Sky high. And the truck's going by in the driveway at the same time. So that's a lot of stuff happening for him. Good, 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 good. Okay, so it was my opinion that right there he asked if I could not get on, if I could take my foot out of the stirrup. He came around very politely, kind of, sort of, I guess. His ears did go back, but I felt like he asked me, could you quit, please? So I did. And his head came down, his nose came down, and he acknowledged it. But you can see how his neck is becoming bent toward me a lot. That's a good thing. So I am really close to stepping on this guy. Now, first time, it's not going to be a step over. It's going to be a hang from this left side with my body over my upper body over the saddle. And that's just for my own safety. It allows me to step off easier if I need to. Boy, your head is really up there, son. Actually, I'm probably going to do this in stages, which means the first time I'm going to stand straight up in his left stirrup and let him stand there. And I imagine he's going to stand there and go catatonic rigid. And the second time, I'll throw my body over my upper body. Let me check his girth. Last thing you always do. Oh, good thing too. Holy moly, is it loose? Yeah, about a half an inch of space under it. Always, last thing you do before you throw a leg over is check your girth. Last chance. There you go. Now saddle's leaning a little to that side, which I don't like. So I'm going to try and jerk it over. That's going to bother him a little bit. And see if he can do this from there. I'm just going to stand here and not look at him and relax at first and let him think about this. I want him to think and ask, what's this guy want me to do? And come to a decision. And then I'm going to give him feedback about his decision. If he does nothing, then I'll look at him. And I'm ready to do that because I don't think he's actually going to come to any decision. So I'm going to look at him. Good. Give him feedback. Come on. There you go. Good. 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 Now, I think that was an excellent decision. He could have walked away, and he actually took a tiniest little step and bent his neck. And a good, oh, and that's the reward I get for it. Yes, that's what I want so bad. That's what I want so bad. Oh, yes. Yes, Mr. Dante. I really want that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. 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 See, when I get on this horse, it would be great if he would consider that a pleasurable thing that he's looking forward to, as opposed to a fearful thing that makes him completely rigid and ready to bolt. I want him to enjoy this as much as I do. That is a good horse right there. Good job. He tries. He's got so much try in him. You've got so much try in you. You're okay. You're okay. I'm not going to hit you. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. And I'm going to look off into Never Never Land. I'm not even going to look at him, which in a way disconnects. And it could cause him to not think about me and ask the question, what do I want? But I don't want to ask a lot of him. That's why he had performance anxiety and why he was reactive instead of responsive. Good. He just touched me with his muzzle on my hand. That's a good thing. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and engage him, look him in the eye, then look at his rear end, and ask for him to come. There you go. There you go. I want all the anxiety associated with that to leak out of his body. Good. Good. There you go. Okay, let's try this again. You're a little too close to me, honey. Can you back up, please? There you go. And now step in. There you go. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Hope. Now, one thing I don't like about this position right here, he's checking with me. You're okay. You're okay. You can see how his head goes to the forward rigid position after he checks on me right there, and then it goes forward rigid and up. Now, he's so close to this mounting block, it's almost between his legs. And my concern is if I hang on this left stirrup and he could trip over this mounting block and step on it depending on how he moves. So I'm not comfortable getting on this second with the mounting block in this position. He's too close. Now I do have a couple of choices. I think I'm going to ask him to move from this position I'm going to pick up a knee and ask him to step away. I could step down and move the mounting block, but I want to see how well he can think in this posture. His ears aren't flip-flopping. He's kind of rigid. Good. But then he waffles into that. So I'm going to ask him to step over by bringing a knee in. He's actually leaning really hard into me instead of moving away. There you go. Good, good, good. Yes! Nice! Good, you switched. I know. Good job right there. I got to get the reins off the horn so we can come down again. Come on down here. That was good effort. Yes. The longer I'm standing up there like that, the more rigid he is and the worse it feels. And so I got to do this so he can bring his head down and lick and chew and let go of it all. And Scott, I know you want this to get done, but I have to do what this horse, what's best for Dante. I can feel what he's feeling. I know what he's going through, and I gotta do the right thing for him at the speed he needs me to do so he can let go of all this junk. Come on. Here's you. Too far in front. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Can you do this? Nope. I didn't. He has not been able to do that. I have to. If I stop and then climb, he can do it. Come on in. And he needs to pee. That's a good thing, anyhow. I guess I should check my time too. Probably start a new file here. Ooh, better get my phone back in the shade too. It's gonna stop from heat. 48 minutes. Yep.